Nombre es unemployed Ken. Anyway, going to build on what I showed you guys last time here. We're actually going to create an assistant in OpenAI Playground, and then from that, we're going to build out the GPT. Instead of building a GPT to assist strictly in this code challenge, I'm actually going to build one that's made to explain concepts in Python to be utilized going forward. Take a look at what we're doing here. Primary function is to analyze academic assignments, especially coding challenges, and create a structured roadmap for completing them. So what I want to create first here is actually an assistant through what we call OpenAI Playground. This is going to look a little different than what I'm assuming most of you folks are used to. This is kind of the developer side, if you would, of ChatGPT. You pay per token here, tokens being a strange way they break down the text. So the more you use it, the more advanced the models, the more you're going to be paying. So for instance here, I use some GPT-4 for $3.10 and some GPT 3.5 Turbo for 12 cents. So we're going to go over here. We're going to look at this. What I'm trying to create here is an OpenAI assistant that we will copy this, essentially upload our document files from our challenges here into the assistant I'm trying to create. What that's going to then do is create us a bit of a roadmap. Output should be a well-organized .txt file with a structured roadmap, including steps, resources, and timelines. Perfect. So this is going to take an input of, you're going to recognize these printouts PDF perfectly. It's going to take an input of this, and then it's going to extract exactly what we need to do. Now, it's not going to show us how to code it. It's going to simply tell us the orders in which we need to go. We will then pass that into the simple GPT we're going to create later. And I anticipate that, frankly, just upload this file each time I go to work on a new assistant, the output from the assistant, and we will then be able to just cruise through. So let's get started here. Gonna copy and paste that. Why am I not scrolling today? You know what? Here's a little trick. Put the cursor there, click there, holding shift. Okay. So I'm going to go from here into my APE builder. What that is automatic prompt execution. I'm going to test that, which pulls it up. These are actually made to be used for API calls. I need your help creating an OpenAI Playground assistant. Now, why we're not doing this as a GPT, here is the needs of the project. When you use this kind of notation here, that is read by ChatGPT as a distinct text with everything within this. So it's going to handle this as a different part than it would the beginning of the prompt. Begin planning now. Now what's fun here is you can actually switch between models which you want to use. Let's use that. I have a prompt engineering guide I've created. It pulls off of that. Here's its instructions. So you start with groundwork and skill assessment, prompt template collection, works through the entire process. Let's get cracking. This is a little different. You're not actually going to watch it type in real time. It's just going to dump the text on you. See where this lands us. So again, this is what we call the playground. Browse with Bing features are not enabled in the playground. We could set them up through a function. We'd add an API call on there. Not something we're going to be doing at the moment. I'm just going to see where this lands us. Okay, still planning. The main thing we really want to do is be able to have something that just quickly generates a roadmap for completing our various assignments. Last time I made one of these videos, I showed you guys how to simply, the GPT was formulated around just the Module 1 challenge. I want to make one that will help us with any coding project. It'll reference the file we upload, and from there, we'll be good to go. Okay. That meets the outline requirements. Need the following configurations: construct a clear and intense statement summarizing the assistant's primary features. Perfect. Layout and structured format for users to input the assignment details. Okay. Ask any questions you may. You know what? No. I'm going to see where this goes natively. Perfect. The input will be passed from the user in PDF form. The PDFs will be like such. Will resemble the file I am sharing now. This file is just for reference. I spelled that wrong. That has always been a struggle of mine. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, this is the Module 2 challenge. I printed this out at the end of class last night. We'll upload that there. Spinning, spinning, spinning. It's going to analyze that. It's going to see what we're going to be working with. And we're going to build out an API assistant based around this. Perfect. I'm just going to get cracking. Perfect. Now, output to finalize text. Oh, actually, you know what? Nope. I can just... Didn't allow me to select that. Interesting. Now, output the finalized text for the instructions for our new assistant. These instructions should be robust and highly detailed. Our new assistant depends on the clarity of this output for its future success. Okay, so what are we looking at here, folks? Oh, we're still running. Given the updates, the input with PDF format, code interpreter. Oh, it's just over here reading. I will attempt to extract the text from the PDF file you've provided to understand the typical structure and content of these inputs. This process will guide the development of the prompt templates and the specification of the necessary functionalities. Okay, we'll now review the extracted text. Let's take a look at the content of the extracted text. If needed, I can summarize the structure. Okay, so it knows what we're working with here. It will. There's a kid going crazy behind me. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Did I spell clarity wrong? Sure did. Okay, let's go. Wait, I'm confused here. Oh, it's doing something. Oh, there it goes. That was weird. I'll put the finalized text for the instructions for our new assistant. We'll take these PDFs as an input. These instructions should be robust and highly detailed. Our new assistant depends on the clarity of this output for its future success. I want to build this as an assistant. I don't remember if I said this or not, because it's really kind of hit or miss whether your standard ChatGPT or your GPTs in and of themselves are actually willing to output a .txt file. A lot of times, what I'll find myself doing is actually breaking it down into chunks and assembling the files elsewhere to then save them copy and paste style over to the GPT Knowledge Suite, much in the way that you saw me share the assignment last week. Okay. This is a little slower. This would be a lot faster if I wasn't using the newest GPT-4. However, the token length allows for this to get pretty complex. After this, what I'll do too is generate a cost for how much this cost me to run, and I'll share that with you guys once that there's a slight delay, so I probably won't be able to do that live. 8 builder. Guy would probably look like King Kong if he was a GPT. I feel it. Okay. Come on. Chugging along here. Let's take a look at some of our other documentation. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's look over this. Instructions for OpenAI Playground Assistant handling PDF assignments. Analyze academic assignments submitted as PDF files, particularly those involving coding challenges. Its goal is to create a detailed roadmap for completing these assignments, including clarification queries, suggested strategies, resource recommendations, and timelines. Perfect. Ensures ready to interaction. Perfect. Provide a prompt for the user to upload. Perfect. Automatic parsing, manual verification, clarification queries. Like I said, this whole thing is running based on a text. I want to say it's about a 20-page document just outlining the entire creation process of essentially what it takes for an assistant to create its own GPTs and assistants. Okay. How would this copy and paste? You know what? I'm just going to skip this. Perfect. Re-output this to a code box to be easily copied and pasted into the instructions of our new assistant we are creating. Utilize Markdown. This next line is something I've really had a lot of luck with. Optimize this output for future ChatGPT reference and utilization. Perfect. Dude, I cannot spell reference. Let's run this. Re-output. I don't even know if that's a word. I'm certainly using it as such, though. You can see it launch code interpreter, which is it going to be writing into what I've been calling a code box. That's the easiest way I've been having with pulling this up and having my outputs delivered as such. I'll show you guys what that looks like when it pops out. ChatGPT instinctively uses Markdown. You'll see it a lot when you copy and paste, when you get into a little more complicated things. I'm debating adding this. Wow, this is big enough that it's bogged down my computer. Terrific. Oh, that, and I'm recording on a 9-year-old iMac. This entire thing is just a guide. I like it because the table of contents is literally made to be referenced out of a knowledge suite. This is an entire PDF. Let's see how long this document is. 140 pages. Let's see what kind of stuff we got in here. Okay. Oh, Visual Studio Code. Perfect. Python virtual environments. Actually, I don't know that we actually need this. Let's go back over here. Okay, finalize instructions in Markdown. Hey, look at that, people. Here's going to be our file. We're going to download this. We are going to open this. Come on. Perfect. Would you look at that? So, oh, didn't mean to close that. Looks like there's a footer here, which I would have preferred there not to be, but we don't need to select that. We are now going to create a new assistant. We're going to copy that and paste that directly into here. It's all used in Markdown. It's going to be structured just fine. A lot of times you will have issues with the clean copy and paste that is actually formatted in a way which is optimized to be utilized and read by ChatGPT. Assignment extractor. Let's call it that. Okay. Code interpreter, yes. Retrieval, yes. I don't actually know that I'm going to upload any documents to it. But here we go. So now we're going to go over here. We're going to test this in the playground. Hey there. I need you to create a road map to complete this assignment. Since it's expecting PDFs from us, I'm just going to upload this right here. Actually, I don't want to export it directly right away. Let's see what we got here. It's not running yet. Must be contemplating. And there it goes. Can't wait to see what this puts out. I do want to look at this a little more. This might not be what I thought it was. New projects in Python. You know what? Let's actually just go look at the top. Python's okay. Python and programming. Let's get in here. What is Python? Python shell. Okay. Strings. Oh, you know what? No, this is what we want. It's just a very intricate document. Page 50. Oh, it's marked different. Okay. Subplots. That'll actually be really interesting for later. Okay, here we go. Python programming. If else. Perfect. If else, else if. Arrays. Okay, yeah. I think we might actually add this just for the fun of it. Where am I in here? Oh, shoot. Okay. Clone the repository to your computer. Add the provided starter file menu.py. Initialize an empty list to store. Okay. Okay. No, we don't need timelines. I'll change that later. Do not include the timeline. Output this to a .txt file to upload our GPT that will assist creating and completing. Oh my gosh, I didn't even hit delete. Okay. This will give us our .txt. Code interpreter. Here it is running in the background. And again, I do not believe we'd need GPT-4's most recent version for this. I really think 3.5 Turbo could have done it for a fraction of the cost and much quicker. But you know what? What we were sitting here doing was setting up something we're going to be utilizing in the future. So let's put our best foot forward. For this specifically, though, I do not believe we need GPT-4. See what we got here. And then also, this is truly just mimicking how you would interact with this as an API. So you'll notice you can't actually regenerate outputs. You can't, okay, you can't edit your inputs. Okay. Writing the roadmap. Okay. It's in the middle of writing. Give it a sec. And then what I'm going to do after this, explain what a roadmap is to the GPT will be building. I just want some context here to pass into the GPT we're building in our next step. Let's take a look at this thus far. Okay. Here's the roadmap. Let's check this out. Initial setup. Okay. This right here, these ticks, those are going to create code boxes. It's going to know that this is actually code specific. Oh, wow, this is good. Continuous while loop match case statement. Okay, cool. So we've got that downloaded. Files. Let's see what we got here. Wrong window. You know what? I'm going to close that window. We don't need that. Explain what a roadmap is to the GPT. Okay. Markdown easily. Gonna have that go over in a markdown real quick, but while it's doing that in the background, I would like to create this GPT. Create a GPT. Okay. I'll copy and paste that all in. These are just a couple of things I made before this. Okay. Let go. While that's over here cooking, we can close this file window. We can close that file window. Here's our explanation. Roadmap explanation. Okay. I'm going to copy that whole thing. What you're looking at is it's going to explain the entire purpose of the roadmaps we will be giving it. GPT behavior updated. Yes. And generate some cheesy ass cartoon that is slaying Columbia University AI boot camp module challenges. We're creating a superhero, folks. Sometimes if you interact with it with a bit of personality, as opposed to cut and dry, like my Asperger's ass, you'll be interested to see what happens. Okay, so meanwhile, we have this prompted. This is purpose of the roadmap. You will be receiving roadmap files from the user for each assignment. How to utilize these roadmaps. That's goofy as shit. Use it. Hell yeah. That's good. Friendly guide for Python beginners focusing on module challenges. Perfect. Okay, we're going to ignore all of this. This thing is a little too dumbed down for us. We're going to pass. I'm explaining to it it's going to be student roadmaps. I'm going to explain to it what these roadmaps look like. I know this video is a bit more in depth than the last one I made, but what I'm really trying to do here is build something we can utilize simply by passing roadmaps, passing assignments to, and then it's going to be, something we can rely on for the rest of our cohort here. Interested to see. Try asking it questions in the playground. Okay, perfect. So, what I'm going to do over here, actually, ask me 10 yes or no questions to further dial in functionality. Oh my god. What was that? One. Yes. Do you want the GPT to include links to external resources for further learning? 2. Yes. But only if prompted to do so. Should give the user opportunity to learn further. Dude, I cannot spell, period. I've made videos like 4 days in a row, and I find myself saying that every day. So I don't know it's a today thing. Allow the user. Yes, perfect. Allow the user the option to learn further. Okay. Should the GPT encourage users to try coding exercises before providing solutions? Yes. We're trying to learn. We're not trying to do its homework. This will be here. It can do the whole thing for you, but what good's that? Yes. Give hints. Come on. It's important to have knowledge of the latest Python updates and features. The creator of the GPT will handle the updating through Knowledge Suite documents. Perfect. Should the GPT offer different approaches to solve a problem where applicable? It should choose what's the word I'm looking for? Best case, best use, best practices while alluding to alternate methods. Holy cow. What was I saying? Eluding. Get out of here. Staker. Periods are actually important here. It recognizes that one word answers I don't care about as much. It recognizes by these numbers we're on to a different section, but if you were just doing random text, it does help a lot. Do you want the GPT to include motivational messages or tips for staying focused? Yes. This is a super hero. We're going to make a superhero here. It's going to be cheesy, but you're going to think about me every time you see it. Yes. We are attempting to teach the concepts. Dude, is that? I knew it. I swear it corrected me in the other direction earlier. Yes. 10. Would you like the GPT to provide feedback on user-submitted code snippets? Yes. Okay, so what we did here, this thing was ready to go, but I love, ask me questions, simple questions to further dial everything in. We're going to pass all this. Now, finely tuned, provide perfect. Oh, superhero themed GPT. Here we go. Think of a better name and description. I noticed it got rid of its name. Python Paladin. Perfect. Gonna pass one more file directly into this. I did like that long PDF on Python programming. I think there's a lot there. I think this might potentially help streamline the entire thing. Conversationally, yet educationally. You can talk to these things in weird ways. I did not spell that right. It's going to talk to you like a friend that's smarter than you, essentially. And also a superhero. So he's got a lot going on for him. Ladies love him. Feel free to test it out. I would like to add one additional document. Here is a PDF guide on Python as a language. Holy cow. Okay, we're going to add that. Feeling crazy. 3.5 megs. I think that is the upper limit of what you can upload per document. 3.5 megs. Okay, pass that. It's going to be like, the hell did you give me? Better not change its name. I'll be pissed. Interested to see. This is by far the biggest document I've ever passed. Hans-Peter Havelson. Okay, the superhero themed GPT will guide users through Python basics, including variables, loops, functions, and classes. Okay, provide examples, encourage practice, and explain concepts in a beginner-friendly manner. Additionally, it will stay updated the best practices and offer insight. Okay, so we're actually good to go give this a try here. Module 2 challenge. Let's pass that. Did I not save the roadmap? Let's update this files list. No. I don't think I actually downloaded the roadmap. So, let's download the roadmap. Perfecto. Okay, go ahead and close that. Again, we're going to upload this entire document. We're going to do 0 shot, see where this gets us. Okay. Oh, duh, it's in downloads. Okay. We need to complete... Oh, you know... Dude. Okay. See where we get. This is more than capable of handling this. Okay. Here's the breakdown of the tasks needed. Menu selection input. Perfect. Ordering loop. So we're going to test a couple of things here. Where should I start? Let's see. Set up your Python environment. Sure. Okay. All right, now let's just test something here. I am having issues with the ordering loop. I'm just telling him I'm having issues with the ordering loop. Will you provide an example to work off of? Oh, it's still... wow. Okay. No, we're still going over here. Comment your code when necessary. Good. Let's see what it gives us. My ordering loop effectively manages repeated user interactions until the user decides to stop ordering. Interesting. Oh, wow, you look great. Get the menu selection from the user. Okay. Exit loop. Okay, so it's even commenting this. Now, break down this code section by section. Explain which each what does. Explain how it relates to the code as a whole. Function definition of menu items initialization. Perfect. Oh, here we go. This is the meat and potatoes of it all, folks. Order list is an empty list that will be used to store the orders made by each user. Here comes the ordering loop. Here's how we display the menu. Oh, wow, this is good. I like what we did here. Can't wait to share this with you folks. Block catches any errors that occur if the input is not a valid integer. Okay. I'm assuming... Okay. We'd enter in a print statement there. Again, enter in a print statement. Okay. Explain. Ooh, let's... Oh, wow. Yeah, that's very robust. Sometimes you'll have to click finish. Well, this is essentially your tutor right here, folks. Okay. Perfect. I am now done. Explain how to push this program from the terminal into my GitHub repository. Oh, wow. Let's see what that gives us. Then my call is done. You little superhero. Okay. CD commands. Ooh, my favorite. I can tell you this much. This is far more helpful for these projects than standard ChatGPT 3, 3.5, 4, any of those would be. This is good. Oh, yep, there's the git commit, git add. Is this all in line with best practices? Oh, that's like inline skates. Duh. Let's see. Okay. got a new keyboard that is not helping. API keys. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm sure we'll learn that soon, but I didn't know that. Regularly pushing to remote repository. Yeah, perfect. Let's see. I'm just exploring if there's other ways, and it's just giving us best practices. Oh, okay. Now it's talking about the SSH. Oh, and I accidentally just hit back. Anyway, folks, I'm going to share this with you guys. I think there's a lot of good stuff to be had here. Everybody enjoy their weekend, and I hope this can help with assignments.